Well, it's definitely been a nice start to our Sunday for Shiba Inu, and hopefully this is something that continues as the day progresses. But this has actually led us to a point where we're seeing the highest price we have seen in 2 weeks. So it's a very distinct change of direction. It's a very distinct change of trend here. And the last time we saw this trend change, it's exactly what took us to a new zip code in terms of price. Is this something that can give us a little bit of a lift as we head into the early part of the week? We'll discuss all that and more in this video. So if you guys are new or haven't already, show your support for the channel down below. Hit that subscribe button, that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So this has been a nice solid green candle for Shib. Shib's actually up 4.14% on today's daily candle. Across the market, it's one of the better performers, especially when we look at other assets in a similar type range in terms of market cap. Some of the smaller caps may be moving a little bit more. For example, TARS AI is up 11%. Manu is actually up 5.8%. But when you look at some of your other blue chips, ADA up 2.8%, Doge 3.3%. I'm just even looking for some other ones. HBAR 2.37%, Pepe 2.7%. Shib is kind of leading the pack right now. Not saying that's going to continue as the day progresses, but it's very interesting to note that as Shib was retesting its moving averages, retesting the top of its discount zone, we'll call it. I don't even remember what we called this one, but it's had the most aggressive rebound above there. So now what we need from Shib is we need a push, again, extension from this 100-day moving average. We need to retest our 200-day. And maybe this is something that happens over the next day or two here. We'll see if the market can get it in gear. But I will say this is coming off of a very distinct trend change. This is a trend change that we last saw back here on Tuesday. It's exactly what took us out of this consolidation zone in terms of Shib and brought us up to the range that we're at currently. This basically equated to about an 8 to 10% bump in terms of overall range. And now we're doing the same thing. All right. So maybe that's where we can see U.S. money wake up. Right now it's about 6 a.m. Central Standard Time. Maybe we see U.S. money wake up and decide to send this even just a little bit higher. But we'll have to, again, just be patient, watch, wait, and see how the day progresses. Now, why this move is kind of taking place market wide is BTC got a little bit of a fire up its butt, and it ran all the way to a new all-time high. This new all-time high is now 125,686. The market got very excited. We did see a little bit of a sell-off following that, so just obviously be aware of that. We saw a bunch of red here. This hourly candle now has been slightly green, actually printing a little bit of a dragonfly doji, potentially suggesting a pivot right here after this aggressive drop down of 1.27%. So we'll see again if the day can continue to stack this, but obviously Ethereum back up above 41 or 4,500, very promising for the crypto market as well. So it seems like we're doing a lot of the things that we need to do in the space. And what's interesting is I showed this in my ADA video earlier today. This week has actually resulted in a $1.6 billion in shorts being liquidated. So you're watching these shorts just try to push back on the crypto market. It's not working well in their favor. They're hemorrhaging money right now. And the funny thing is they're not getting out of the way. Now, in terms of Shib here, we're still at a 1.07 long short ratio. So we're still seeing more longs in the market than shorts. We've seen open interest for Shiba Inu climb back up above $200 million. And what I find very interesting about this is it seems like leverage is not comfortable being close to price. Why I'm saying that is if we look at this 24-hour rec, $100,000, that's like what? 5%? No, that's not right. 0.05% of the total amount of open interest for Shiba Inu. It's not following the ratios of other assets in the market. For example, ADA, $1.62 billion in open interest for ADA itself, $2 million in liquidation. So that's above that 0.1%. So you're seeing that people are not comfortable, especially shorts. They're not comfortable around where the prices are at currently. And that makes a lot of sense. Shib has been discounted for such a long period of time. We've gone through such a long continued extended consolidation period. And we're, again, it looks like we're building this inverse head and shoulders here. It looks like Shib wants to do what it did back here. Again, I'm not saying that's going to take place in any way. It's possible. We've seen, again, less than 50% of the available supply in exchanges that we saw at that point. And it seems like conviction is, again, very high in terms of Shiba Inu right now. If we get that burst of excitement and that surge to the upside across the crypto market, it's very possible we could see an aggressive move for Shib that breaks this longer term trend that bucks what we've been fighting against since back here in May. Okay. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Now, that being said, we saw Shib versus BTC do exactly what it's been doing. We saw that breach down below, surge back to trend. So it's trying to hold this floor, which is great. Hopefully it continues to hold it. If we break down, again, we might have a little bit of a rough go at it there. Actually, I don't even know. Gosh, it doesn't track that far back. We probably haven't seen these levels since all the way back here in early 2021 would be the last time, I would think. Actually, it might even be sooner than that. It might be late 2020. But yeah, we're looking really good. Again, I hope this weekend continues on this note. There hasn't really been any big news. We're still amid a government shutdown. So right now we don't have to worry about any macro data coming out, but that's kind of where we're at. We're getting weekly volume right now on the weekend, which could lead us to do some pretty exciting things. And if institutional money hits and continues to buy the way they did last week, the market might be about to open up to something much, much bigger. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below. Do you think this rally is short-term manipulation? Do you think that this is the start of something much, much bigger? So have a great day. Show your love below. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.